Taurus. Hi, Taurus. If you're new here, I'm your girl Goddess, and I'm going to bring you messages in love and light. All right. Take a second and subscribe. If you're on TikTok, take a second and follow me while I bring messages for Taurus in love and life. Messages for Taurus, please, spirit, in love and life. What messages do we have for Taurus in love and life? Cross watchers, you're welcome too. All right. Don't forget to take the roles and reverse them as needed. If you're guided to this message, that means you're meant to see it. Okay, we are in the middle of March, headed out 2025. Messages for Taurus, please. Messages, spirit, for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What is going on with Taurus? What is going on with Taurus in love and life? Taurus, you're holding your own. Somebody did, like you had a past situation that called for judgment. But that is now over. And I feel like a lot of you Tauruses, you had to get some karma dealt to you because you had done something. You had hurt somebody, and maybe you didn't want to face it, and maybe you didn't want to realize it or whatever, but you did. You hurt somebody's feelings, and you had to get your judgment for it. And while you were going through that, you suffered a lot of chaotic times and moments and turbulence in your life. All right. Some of you broke up with your person. Excuse me. Your happiness faded. Your celebration. You lost your celebration because you were paying a karmic debt. So in case you were wondering, was the universe conspiring, against you? It wasn't, but you had a debt to pay. Okay. But I feel like you have paid that debt. Okay. Taurus, I feel like you've paid that debt. With the Page of Cups here in reverse, your Hangman is also in reverse. I feel like you're now trying to hold back your care. You don't want to pour too much out on anybody. You don't want to give. You feel like whatever it was you were suffering is because you gave too much. All right. When in fact, it wasn't because you gave too much. It was because you hurt somebody, and you can't help it if you hurt somebody and you didn't do it on purpose. You just, you found someone else or it wasn't an act of maliciousness. Okay. You can't help it if somebody's feelings is going to get hurt. If their feelings are going to be hurt, they're going to be hurt regardless. Okay. Because that person could just be extra sensitive or whatever. You have every right to move on in a situation, or you have every right to say no in a situation. You have the right. You're not hurting anybody. Okay. Not on purpose anyway. But again, with the Page of Cups. So now you're reserved. Okay. Now you're I'm just going to say just chilling. All right. With the Hangman here is in reverse. You're looking to come out of that with spring about to break. You're going to come to bloom again. You're going to come out. Don't forget your Earth, Taurus. So you're going to bloom just like, springtime flowers. The blossoms start to blossom back on the tree again. This is you. Okay. You went through a cold winter. And I'm talking emotionally. All right. There will be a lot of things happening and options and opportunities for you, Taurus, coming. Okay. But what I feel is you're going to have to put aside the fact that you're angry about the karma you received. You still feel like you didn't deserve that. Okay. And for some of you, I feel like you still may have to carry with you the thought, the memory, the energy of that pain so that you don't let it happen again. Okay. I feel like you're going to have to remember this, because as soon as you forget this lesson, you're going to repeat that. And then the cycle is going to start all over again. Okay. And you don't want that. And I don't want that for you. But with the Nine of Cups here, once you realize and you come completely out of that and you blossom and bloom, you're going to be fine. You're going to be happy. You're going to get to a level of happiness that suits you. Okay, Taurus. However, the level of happiness that suits you, that you're going to be okay with, it's not going to be the happiness that you want. Okay, it's not going to be that blissful happiness that's just, and here's why. Because you're going to constantly have this as a reminder. And so it's going to stop you from wanting to get too excited about anyone or anything happening. You're going to keep putting the brakes on. You're going to keep tapping those brakes. Anytime something looks like it's headed in the right direction, you're going to be so cautious. You're going to be tapping those brakes. And so you're not going to, you're not going to allow it. You're not going to allow yourself to get too far ahead with anything or anyone project. I'm getting a sense of projects like this here. What I'm saying, like you have a lot of ideas, and for some of you, you're going to venture out and try to achieve different things and try to you see Taurus, you want stuff. I hate to say it like that. Sorry, Taurus. But you like to acquire things. Okay? You like to possess things. Even things that you may acquire it and put it, up and never look at it again. You just want to have it. You just want it. All right? So that's what's going to make you want to go and, do all this stuff because you want to acquire stuff. All right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Taurus. Taurus, just be mindful because you can fall into a laziness, and that laziness is not always physical, although it is. Okay. But sometimes it's an emotional laziness where you're not going to do the work in your relationship that you need to do, and you need to do it because by experience and from experience what's going to happen when you don't. When you rather lay down instead of planning that date and taking them on that date, or if it's, other way around, pick up the phone. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? Not just send no lazy text message with a kissy face. No, stop. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Taurus. No, you have to take an active, role in this if you're going to succeed. Okay? You have to take an active part. And actually, physically, you need to exhaust yourself sometime. Not just reap the benefits of having a full day or full week's work put in, and now you deserve that relaxation. No. Taurus, you be trying to relax and you ain't even done nothing. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm earth energy myself, so I know. All right? But anyway, let's ask about your person. Taurus, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You do got stuff opening up, but I'm just saying you're not going to be where you exactly want to be because you're going to have that chip on you. You're going to have that chip. But it's all lessons to learn. So what messages can we tell Taurus about their person? It could be a person to come. Taurus, you might not have nobody right now, for real. It could be a person to come, so we're going to take a message anyway. What messages, Spirit, can we tell Taurus about a person that could potentially come into their life? It doesn't have to be, I'll take all the messages and I'll interpret them as intuitively designed. What messages for Taurus about their person, Spirit, please? What messages about Taurus's person? Let's see here, real quick. Ace of Swords. Somebody don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? For real. They don't. But for some of them, because they feel like they already been there, done that. They already won you over. They already saw what you were about. And they felt like they took it as far as they could. They're in the Queen of Wands reverse. So whereas they weren't open for communication, or they were open for communication, they aren't anymore at this time. However, your person is open to take a leap of faith. So what that tells me, Taurus, is if you come correct, if you still desire this person or you still want this person in your energy, in your life, that you come correct, that this person will take that leap of faith with you. Okay? They're trying to get their coins right. And you know, Taurus, you guys like stuff, like I said. You gotta get that money right. Yours or theirs. Somebody's money gonna have to be right, and they know it. They know it. Page of Pentacles. They don't feel like they have enough money. They don't feel like they're just enough. The Justice is in reverse. So this person had felt like life wasn't fair, but I believe now they're opening themselves up to knowing that whatever they felt wasn't fair, it was because their lack of movement in their own life, that they can't blame anyone but themselves, Taurus, okay? Just like you can't blame anybody but yourself, Taurus. I mean, it's just the point of saying that, you know, we all have to take responsibility, you know, for our own stuff, all right? But all in all, I see you're okay. And that's good. I mean, what else do you want? You'll be fine. Okay, Taurus? So don't worry about it. All right? Final message for Taurus. What final message do you have for Taurus, please, Spirit? Look. Oh, Taurus, that's good. Look. You're going to be with your person. Now, I feel like you're going to take heed to this message. You're going to pull yourself together, and you're going to put in that work. And this person is going to take that leap of faith with you. You're going to be with your person. Put in that work. Taurus, thank you. That's all I have for you right now, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. If you're watching this on TikTok, don't forget to follow. Leave a comment. Let me know. All are welcome. Everyone, all walks of life. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Energy is energy, and we all share it as a collective. And I am sending you right now, Taurus, peace, love, and light. Okay? And I want to check back with you in a few days or possibly next week to see what's going on with this story, as I want to know. All right? Talk to you soon.